Steelers and the Ravens. This is the game of the week. This is the game everyone's going to be talking about. This is the battle of the undefeated in the Steelers, a team that everyone considers to be at least in the top three in the Ravens. Ravens are now, so this thing opened at 5.5. Quickly, everybody took the Steelers. This thing goes all the way down, bounces off a 3, comes back to 3.5, and now is settling in at 4. And Brad, we've got this Steelers team that we know what they're about. They are about fierce defense. They are about making it uncomfortable on quarterbacks, and they are about Big Ben getting the ball out of his hands quickly. And, that's going to negate a lot of what the Ravens do, because the Ravens like to bring a ton of pressure, and nobody is throwing the ball faster than Ben Roethlisberger is so far this year. Has more touchdowns on under 2.5 second dropbacks than any other quarterback in the league so far this year. And I think that they have figured out how to, I'm not going to say obviously declining skill set, but I will say, look, he's on the bad side of 35, right? I mean, Ben Roethlisberger's pretty old, but I think that they figured out a pretty decent formula to at least maximize what he's got left in the tank, and it's worked so far. What do you think about the Steelers catching 4 on the road at the Ravens?
So I agree with what you said there, that perhaps this Pittsburgh offense spread it around is probably ideally suited to take on this kind of blitz-heavy Ravens attack. I think Big Ben, he's completing 70% of his passes against the blitz this year. And so you compare that to Lamar Jackson, because so we've got the most blitz-happy defenses in the league. So we think Big Ben's going to be pretty good against the blitz because he's getting out so quick. Lamar's been pretty bad against the blitz this year, 59% completion, 5.6 yards per attempt, pass rating of 71.8, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So pretty bad. That's the third lowest passer rating in the NFL against the blitz. And then, so it's not just the scheme. Like, they haven't properly replaced Marshall Yanda this year. That they're still weak at guard, and everyone talks about the Steelers D-line and kind of the edge rushers, but they're also really strong at defensive tackle with Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt in there. So I think I really don't see the Ravens having that much success moving the ball. Since week 3, Ravens passing offense 31st in success rate, 26th in EPA per dropback. So that they're bad, essentially. They're really quite bad. Some of that is maybe Lamar had that knee injury, which may have hindered him. So I think everything really suggests bet the Steelers. One reason I wouldn't go nuts is literally just the Ravens offer by John Harbaugh 9-3 against the spread. And like we were saying about Frank Reich, I do think a good coach with extra time is a sort of material advantage, and especially with the Steelers having that big physical game last week against the Titans, I would be somewhat concerned by that. So at 4 would probably lean to the Steelers, but wouldn't be going nuts just because who knows what Harbaugh's got up his sleeves.
Brett, I only have one big bet that I've made so far in my account. I have this one. I have this in a really, really, really big teaser leg with another game that we'll talk about a little bit later. So I have the Steelers. I was able to catch it on the way down. I didn't get it at the best number, but I did get it at least at 4.5 to bring it up to 10.5. So I have the Steelers plus 10.5 in a teaser leg. I feel like this Ravens team, everything that Brad just said, like, I like the Steelers anyway at +4, but I certainly love them at 10.5 because I don't think this Ravens team in this iteration against a defense as good as the Steelers is built to beat anybody by 2 scores. They want to keep the ball on the ground. They want to play pretty slow. They're not passing efficiently at all as it is anyway. So it's not really built for this explosive type thing where you might look up and you're like, oh, hell, 3 plays of 70 yards, and next thing you know, they're up 21 points. That's just not really how this Ravens team offense has really worked so far this year. I can't imagine that they've changed all that much over the course of a bye week. I'm sure they'll have a few tricks up their sleeve here. But talent versus talent, give me the really good defense against the guy that's kind of a shaky passer. Like, I mean, it's just a different NFL these days, like if this was talent versus talent and you have, Aaron Rodgers back there or something, or, even at 43, Tom Brady, my view would be different, but in this particular matchup, I favor the Steelers defense.
I'm with you. Yeah, I think the blueprint for Lamar Jackson is out, right? I mean, the Ravens aren't what they were on offense just last year. Like Brad already mentioned some of the metrics. They're also 16th in third down conversion. They're 18th in red zone efficiency. Defenses are bringing safeties to stack the box to defend the run, and the Ravens aren't doing a good job of going over the top. Jackson, 14 of 38 on balls that have traveled 15 yards or longer. That's 28th in the NFL. They can't beat people deep, which makes it so much easier to defend them. So until Jackson's mobility is utilized like it was last year, I can't back them, and this is just, it looks like a great spot for the Steelers, especially at this number above 3. So, but yeah, I'm with you guys on that one.
Yeah, I wish I'd have hit it when it first came out on the way down, but at least I caught it before it had completely bottomed out.